Hello everybody and welcome back to a new series I call People Who Need to Get a Life. It's not actually a series, by the way. It's literally just one video, but we really need to talk about what's occurring on Twitter right now because it has reached a whole new level of hell. Although I'm sure we've been here before because Twitter is unparalleled in the realm of being very stupid and irresponsible and ridiculous and overreacting to everything. But this one is worse than most trends that I've seen on Twitter, so that's saying something. Now, if you are not familiar with Twitter, you're probably going to be very confused by this, but they recently made something trend, that is TOMMYINNIT. Tommy being, TOMMYINNIT, 17-year-old Twitch streamer, he plays Minecraft. Why is he being cancelled, you're wondering? Why did they tweet TOMMYINNIT so much that it got trending? Well, it's because he's friends with Jschlat. See, if you're just seeing this from YouTube and you don't use Twitter too much, you probably don't understand the problem with Jschlat. But the thing is that people on Twitter don't understand that it's literally a bit, He's literally the stereotypical Republican. He makes a lot of edgy jokes. That's his whole point. That's his whole persona. That's the whole joke. But Twitter is absolutely incapable of comprehending this and thinks that he's actually serious about everything he says. And therefore they decide that it's hugely problematic that TOMMYINNIT is friends with Jschlat. Here's a TikTok I found of examples of how Jschlat is racist. Let's go through these.
Hannah!
Racist. 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 Racist.
So essentially, I'm assuming most of you didn't completely read through it, but the overall idea is that there's a bunch of things that are supposed to prove that he's racist, but all of them are either a joke, proven fake, or just not even debatably racist in the slightest. Like, he made a joke about how he copped the N-word pass because TOMMYINNIT was selling a thing called the N-word pass, and he gave the N-word pass to Jschlat. He literally did cop the N-word pass. It's called the N-word pass. What do you want him to call it? Copped funny card that TOMMYINNIT gave me that is a card that implies something. It's literally called the N-word pass. Get over it. Anyways, now that you have an idea of why people don't like Jschlat, or rather have an idea of why people think that but don't understand it in the slightest, don't worry, this is how I feel as well. It doesn't make any sense, but in any case, people got really mad at Tommy simply for liking Jschlat to the point where they literally made a trend on Twitter that was just insulting Tommy and saying negative things about him. He made a Twitch stream after that where he got called homophobic literally constantly, every second in the chat. Actually psychotic. Plus, let's be honest, it's TOMMYINNIT. If there's someone who's not homophobic, it's him. He's done such a good job at trying to make an accepting community. It's actually ridiculous that they would accuse him of anything like remotely close to being homophobic. And in any case, during this stream, guess what else he revealed? That he's been going to a therapist recently. And why is it? Because of this. Because of people on Twitter who think that they're morally superior once they take someone apart, and so therefore literally got a 17-year-old harassed so much that he had to go to therapy. How is that okay in the slightest? How is that even remotely acceptable? What would make you think that that's alright? And on top of it, some fans were saying that it wasn't, like, he wasn't allowed to go to therapy because he wasn't the victim or something like that. Do you hear yourself? Do you comprehend the things you're saying? Or are you just throwing these words together to make Tommy seem like the villain? Now, I in no way want to make the people who thought that this was acceptable, any more relevant. I don't want to give them any time of day, so we're just going to look at one tweet real quick that has this. Most of them were deleted anyway because the people were too cowardly to keep up their own original opinion, which they didn't change, by the way. They didn't change their opinion. They didn't take it back. They just deleted the tweets so that people couldn't argue with them. Very reasonable. This is how things work. Let's take a look at this tweet real quick. Let's talk about it. It's so weird that TOMMYINNIT is always idolizing Jschlat. Let's remember how Jschlat is very racist. Quick pause to say absolutely not, he's not racist. Yet Tommy speaks about him like he's a god. He doesn't. He just appreciates his content. Okay, TOMMYINNIT grew up watching Jschlat, you grew up watching TOMMYINNIT, get over it. Tommy's always saying, oh, I can't talk about Schlatt, Twitter won't like that. It's not funny. It is pretty funny. It's actually really funny, the fact that he's that aware that Twitter won't like the fact he speaks about Schlatt. It's bizarre behavior to see a white boy poking fun at Jschlat jokes when he's so racist. Why did you have to specify that he was white? If it's a racist joke, shouldn't it be not great for anybody to poke fun at Jschlat jokes? Specifying he's white is just kind of weird. Like, we get it. Okay, he's not a minority, boo-hoo. when he's so racist, no, once again, no. It's just baseline wrong. And in any case, even if he was racist, let's say, hypothetically, he made racist jokes that went too far. How is TOMMYINNIT mentioning Jay Schlatt worth bullying TOMMYINNIT to the point where he goes to therapy? Do you understand how messed up that is in every way, shape, and form? I sincerely doubt it. You really need to realize that there's quite a few problems with your actions. Now, I want to keep talking about Minecraft stands more in general, but this specific topic is sort of over, so if you guys are done and you just wanted to hear about this exact situation, yep, that's literally all that was happening. Feel free to subscribe if you liked what I covered, and yeah, well, liked what I covered. Nobody liked that, I hope. Moving on to the more broad sort of topic, I think that this is a very, very common theme, something that is a recurring sort of trend that I've noticed, where a lot of people idolize these Minecraft YouTubers to a very severe and dangerous degree. The whole concept of standing, not a great thing, right? But this is even worse than what I kind of imagined stands were when I was looking from afar, but recently I've been looking at it a lot very close up with the videos I've been covering, and it's very strange because, see, on one hand they idolize them as sort of gods. They think they're perfect, like little gogi dream, but then the second they make any mistakes, they want to tear them to shreds. They want to absolutely destroy these creators that they so love, that they idolize, because they don't fit their very weirdly specific little box of being perfectly unproblematic. If everyone was this unproblematic, there would be no humor, okay? Like, let's just get this clear, okay? Every single thing that anyone is ever going to say is going to offend someone, okay? There's always going to be at least one person offended by a statement, and you're allowed to be offended by that statement, but you're not allowed to police what other people say. And that always has been the truth, and that always will be the truth. You don't like iDubbbz? That's very understandable. He is probably one of the most edgy content creators out there. He says a lot of things that are very controversial, and if you don't like him, that's logical, right? You're allowed to not like him. That makes sense. And so you don't watch him. You're not forced to click on his videos, right? If you think that Schlatt is bad, well then just don't watch Schlatt. Same thing goes for him. And if you think that TOMMYINNIT is bad just because he mentioned Schlatt, first of all, what in the name of God? Are you okay? Do you even understand the basic logic behind human existence? This is like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know that expression? It's like taking this to a whole new level. Like, just because he is friends with someone you don't like, you automatically want to make him absolutely be torn apart. And this is what happens when you analyze someone, because they don't fit your tiny little box of what you imagined them to be, what you wanted them to be. They don't have all these perfect characteristics. So as soon as they say one thing, you snap and you go absolutely insane. Stop focusing on other people. Stop focusing on Minecraft YouTubers. Stop focusing on whether they're K-pop idols, Minecraft YouTubers, soccer players, athletes of any sort. Stop focusing your entire life around them. You're allowed to like them. I enjoy a lot of YouTubers, right? I watch a lot of YouTube, but I don't make every aspect of my life about them, right? Every YouTuber I watch has said things that I've disagreed about, and never once did I decide, oh, I know, I'm going to bully them and harass them until they have to go to therapy due to my actions. That's it for this rant. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Comment your opinion on this sort of situation down below. If I don't like your opinion on it, okay. I'm not gonna fight you, not gonna harass you. I'm not a Minecraft stan. Goodbye.